Red Nose Day is 25 years old today.
Whether it involved visiting the slums of Africa or going toe-to-toe against Tom Jones in a leather-clad sing-off, Lenny Henry has been there every step of the way. He's been speaking to Tim Muffet about how Red Nose Day first got off the ground back in 1988.
As we don our red noses and hand over to Comic Relief.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a night of Comic Relief.
25 years ago then, the first Red Nose Day.
25 years to the day.
To the day. What was it like on that evening?
It was a fantastic thing.
I feel particularly splendid today.
Richard Curtis is brilliant, of course, and was writing Blackadder at the time and had written Not the 9 O'Clock News and knew lots of people. He knew me, he knew Rowan, he knew quite a lot of people, and he just gathered together some of the funniest people he knew and said, let's do a live show.
Get your spare cash on the table
and kick into a totally spondicious comedy groove mode.
You know what I mean?
While you've been away, right, I'm a bit...
Do you worry at all that the public would be, oh, goodness me, successful comedians telling us to give money? Did you worry that that would jar with some people?
Ying tong, here poo.
You know, we just had Live Aid. We'd had some of the richest people in the world singing about Feed the World. Of course, you were going to get some criticism.
He refuses to muck in on the sports field.
Well, they're only doing it to kind of big themselves up. But actually, over the years, I've not seen that. I've seen people giving up their time to just help Comic Relief.
The idea of wearing a red nose out in public, did you wonder whether it would actually catch on?
There were house noses, car noses, there were little noses for here. I think the nose thing is part of our... They never fit me, of course, because I have a Volkswagen nose, but they fit everybody else, and we've sold millions of them.
But in Africa, when a child gets measles, not only does it get spotty, there's also a very real possibility that it might die.
You've been to Africa, obviously, many times now for Comic Relief. What impact has that had on you?
Well, there are so many projects that I've visited over the years.
It's terrible.
It always has a big impact on me.
This is the worst I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like this.
This is one of the best things about Comic Relief, is that it has the power to move you. There is no kind of feeling of, oh, well, we've been doing it for years now, we're not impressed anymore. There are things that still move you.
People that all have their different Red Nose Day highlights. Theophilus P. Wildebeest versus Tom Jones, for me, has to be up there.
Clash of the Sex God Titans. I can't get enough of your love. I think he cheated.
Yes, because he won, didn't he?
Yeah, Tom won. I think his family rang in.
We want to vote for Tom again, please. All right, tidy, but no, I'm from Birmingham.
I think it was like that.
Britain isn't renowned as a place of outward expressions of emotion, or it's, in many ways we are quite a reserved people. Did Comic Relief change that?
I think Comic Relief has had a lot to do with loosening people's trousers and allowing themselves to run free in the streets. It's an extraordinary thing. It's just people can take their tie off, they can relax, they can have a good time, they can say wibble at the end of sentences and be sponsored for it.
Do you think Comic Relief is as relevant now, given what it's achieved, as it was 25 years ago?
I think it is, you know. I mean, there are projects we help with isolated older people, we help with mental health issues, we help with young people.
I love you more than Snowdrop.
48 million lives have changed in the UK, Africa and the world's poorest countries because of the money that people have raised in this country. So there's a lot to be proud of.
And another man who was on the very first Red Nose Day programme alongside Lenny back in 1988 was Jonathan Ross. And he can join us now from a Comic Relief funded vaccination centre in Ghana. Very good morning to you, Jonathan.
Good morning, hello, how are you?
Yeah, we're doing well. The delay is obviously going to be significant as our satellite communications work, so tell us where you are and what's happening.
I'm losing you completely now. I don't know if you can still hear me, but if I talk, maybe you can pick up what's going on. I'm down near the coast in Accra, in Ghana, of course, and this is a vaccination centre, a mother and child centre. And as you can see, lots of women have gathered here with their children, all under the age of 5. They're going to get vaccinated today with the rotavirus, which prevents diarrhoea in children under 5. And it's a real killer. I mean, it is a potentially fatal situation out here. It's something we take for granted. Our children are safe from in the UK, but out here, it makes it's a difference between life and death. 1 million such vaccinations have been funded by Comic Relief, which is incredible, and we've seen so many other exciting projects out here. But if you follow me through in here, you'll see this is the weighing room here, where the children are being weighed just to check that their development, their growth is on track, and obviously they're ready for vaccination. So all the mums are having their children on those scales over there to see. And if we follow through in here, I'll take you through to the vaccination room itself, which is where we should find Davina, who is braving the needles with all of these children. And here's Davina right now, and I'm not sure where the camera's gone to. I appear to have lost you. Here it is. I'm not sure if you're still getting us, but if you are, here's Davina in here. This is the vaccination room.
On end high, so this is where all the mummies come and get their babies ready to get vaccinated. Obviously 1.7 million children die of vaccine preventable diseases every year, so the fact that you guys have provided 1 million vaccines, life-saving vaccines for children, is really something quite spectacular. So they're just about to get all their vaccines done here. Can you hear anything?
I can't hear anything. We're hoping you can hear us.
We're hoping that you can hear
Yes,
us.
Jonathan and Davina,
anyway,
we can
so
still hear you.
Keep up the good work. rednoseday.com. Let's do it all again this year. Thank you so much for your support. It's making such a huge difference.
All right, we'll leave it there. Jonathan, brilliant job, and Davina, thanks very much. We got every last word that you said, so well done. Thank you, and thank you very much for showing us the valuable work that Comic Relief is doing there in Ghana.
Always disconcerting when you're reporting and you're not sure if what you're broadcasting is going out to anyone, but
you
clearly...
just go with it. Just go with it.
We could clearly see what was happening there in Ghana. And you can watch Red Nose Day 2013 on Friday the 15th of March. It'll be on BBC One and BBC Two from 7 o'clock.